Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Wise Travel India Limited conference call hosted by 28 Consulting. From company side, we have Mr. Ashok Vashisht, Founder and Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Sameep Mittal, Chief Financial Officer. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company which are based on the beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance and involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Ashok Vashisht. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Vashisht.
Hello and good morning to everyone. Welcome on this call where you all will get the opportunity to ask questions related to the company's performance. To give you a brief, last year we did 55 million successful transactions. That means 55 million transactions in 365 days. And this was almost the first year after going for IPO. And now, as far as WTI is concerned, we are at a good run rate for the next financial year as far as the top line is concerned. We have started a couple of new initiatives. One of them is Fleet Pro, the other one is the Dubai operations that we have started. We have started Chennai Airport, we started Bangalore Airport, Port Blair. So these were some new additions that we started last year. And of course, this year we'll be starting operations in London, where we have registered, and we will start online platform bookings from India, and subsequently we'll go to some other international cities also. So now, if you all have the presentations and the financial figures, I request you all to ask me questions one by one. We will try and answer to the best of our ability. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes to the line of Nilesh Doshi with Prospero Tree Asset Management Limited, LLP. Please go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for arranging the Concall, sir. Sir, I would like to know because investors are always try to understand the profitability of the company and what is the outlook and prospect of the company from the management. So in that line, I would like to ask, sir, is there any possibility to increase our GP margin? And if the GP margin cannot be increased, how the company will improve the profitability in future, sir?
Okay, sure. So very pertinent question, Mr. Joshi. 100% the company will improve the margin. This year we really ventured out on some new projects, and that is the reason, when you start any project which is new, there is always a gestation period, and that is what has brought down the margins by 1%. But going forward, both in terms, if you look at the top line has increased by 37.5% from a revenue of 409 crores to 554 crores. So which is exceptional growth when you look at the industry. But then because we started some new initiatives, there was a gestation period, and we will see a better margin both in terms of top line and bottom line in the coming years.
Thanks, sir. Thanks. So I will like your approach to increase the revenue growth. But sir, this year what happened? There is a revenue growth, EBITDA grew, but PBT could not grow only because there was a higher amount of the depreciation and some finance cost. So I understand, or I presume that in the future the revenue growth will definitely generate the PBT growth and naturally the PAT growth. Is it correct, my understanding?
Absolutely, sir. You have read the figures really well. And the reason why the depreciation has gone up is because we have really put in a lot of cars into the system. We have bought somewhere around some 700 plus some more cars in Dubai. The revenue always trickles down to 3-4 months. For example, if I buy the car today, the revenue actually starts coming from the 4 months because you'll have to deploy a driver, you'll have to put technology, you'll have to register the car. So there are a lot of logistical issues which happens when you are venturing out into a new project altogether. So that's the only reason, nothing else.
So can we say that there is a upfront loading of the expense, but the revenue will generate over a period of time?
Not exactly upfront loading of the expense, but this the right terminology is gestation because, for example, if I buy a vehicle today, actually the revenue starts coming from the month of maybe September or October because you're not talking about one car. You're talking about a fleet of vehicles which are to be inducted into the system, etc.
Okay. Okay. And sir, my last question. In the presentation, you have used the word, the initial CapEx. So in that connection, I would like to know that there is this year, the CapEx is around 100+ crore rupees, and there is a corresponding increase in the trade receivable. So there is a CapEx as well as the working capital requirement. So how the future our CapEx plan and how we will meet the additional working capital requirement from the additional business?
So, sir, as far as the working capital is concerned, this year, yes, what your observation is absolutely right. What has happened is we started some very large accounts in the last year, and because of that, the receivables in the first, when you start the revenues, it takes 3 to 4 months time for your first payment to come in. But over a period of time, it settles down, and we are looking at, if it is 95 days this time, it should come down to around between 75 to 80 days in the coming period. Though there is a stiff competition in the market relating to credit periods and the pricing, but we will put systems in place. You will be happy to note one of the statements that I will make, that your company is now the only digital company. That means every transaction that we do is completely digital. There is no room for any ambiguity in time and kilometer and all that. So in the times to come, that means in this year and coming year, because we are making this statement, there is no pilferage. We will get a lot of traction from the client, and the payments will also get streamlined because of these processes that we will put in place.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. All the best. And if there is any question, I will come once again. I will ask the question, sir. Thanks. That's all from my side, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Kaushal Sharma with Equinox Capital Ventures Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Very good morning. Am I audible?
Yes. Mr. Kaushal, right?
Yes, sir. So my question is on our expensive side, right? If you see our revenue is growing around 33.6%, and our employee benefit expense has grown around 44.7%. So what is the reason of higher employee cost? Because the driving cost is a part of operating expense. So my first question is this. And the second question, that we have done a huge capex in our business, around 72 crores of increase in the PP&D. So what kind of asset turns are we assuming for our business? And our receivable days is also being stretched. How long will it take to streamline this?
So I'll answer your third question first, which is about receivables. I've already answered that question when I was answering Mr. Nilesh Joseph's queries. The second is relating to expense. So how have you calculated the manpower cost compared to the revenues? Is this compared to revenue or profitability or what?
So I have compared in financial year 24, the employee benefit cost is around 27.35 crore. That has become to 39.58 crore on 548.59 crore of revenue.
Yeah.
So it is a jump of around 44% in employee benefit expense.
Yeah. So the cost actually has gone up because of the new initiatives that we have started. But this cost will subsequently come down because when the growth between revenue and the manpower will not remain same. Now, the manpower growth or manpower expense will be less than the growth that we see in the business. So initially it was more.
So how long will it take to streamline, like we'll increase our margin, and how much margin can we expect to increase from here going forward?
I'll not be able to, Mr. Kushal, I'll not be able to give you exact numbers, but for sure, this year you will see a better PAT margins for sure, because the burning, whatever that has to happen, is almost on the extinction, and we are on a growth trajectory when it comes to profitability from the new projects also.
And sir, what asset turn can we expect in our business? Like we have invested around 72.30 crores in our business with PP&E.
Samir, can you answer that question?
Actually, these are the cars which we have purchased. Around 1,000 cars we have purchased in this financial year, and we have taken auto loans for that. That is 75 crores where we have invested in.
Okay. So,
what is the EBITDA level increase?
Our EBITDA has remained same, sir, almost same. 11% of EBITDA we are, as a percentage of revenue, we are maintaining.
In the coming time,
what revenue growth are we expecting in next 2 to 3 years? Can you guide on that?
So, let me take that question. So, as far as revenues are concerned, we had been consistently growing at a rate of around 30 to 35 CAGR. This year also, if you look at the consolidated balance sheet, we are at 37.5% growth, which is phenomenal. God willing, we will also be almost at the same kind of pace in the coming year as well, as far as the top line is concerned. And of course, we'll consolidate the profitability, which has been one of the issues, and we will address that.
Okay. And sir, we have invested in the mutual fund as well, like 9 crore rupees. So where do we have parked this amount? In which type of mutual funds are these? Because we have taken a loan of around 38 crore in long-term borrowings and short-term borrowing around 13.71 crore.
So let me give you this perspective. Actually, why we have done this is because we are looking at some very, very long-term projects, and for that we have to give bank guarantees. So these projects are very huge projects. So there is always a time lag. So we can't be putting money in the bank, and we can't also deploy this money to buy cars, because when you need it, it will become difficult for the government projects or for some very large projects where you have to give the bank guarantees. That is the reason we have put it in large cap funds, and maybe Samir will give you more idea on this.
And sir, could you please guide me a little bit in our collection period cycle? We have around corporate customers as well and the government. So how different the receivable cycles are there between the two?
So what has happened is, previously we were MSME. So under the MSME, we are supposed to get payment in 45 to 60 days maximum. Otherwise, the corporate will have to do that. They will have to mention in the balance sheet as to what are the amount pending for the MSME. Now, since we have crossed that MSME limit, that is the reason we have got into a full-blown corporate, and that's the reason the credit period actually has gone up. So people who used to pay in 45 days, now it has got extended to maybe 75 days. That's what has happened because of our conversion from MSME to full-blown corporate.
And what about government customers payment cycle?
Government, I think we are always getting payments as per the agreed terms and conditions. So that's it.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you very much for answering my question.
Thank you.
Mr. Kaushal, let me give you the breakup of 9 crore where we have invested. We have primarily invested into large cap funds and index funds. So there are three funds where we have invested. One is HDFC Large Cap Mutual Fund, HDFC Nifty 50, and SBI Blue Chip Fund. So that is where we have invested this 9 crore rupees.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Arya Shah, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. So, can you share the total number of company-owned vehicles that we have as of now, and how many vehicles were added during the year, including Dubai?
So let me tell you the exact number. Previous year was 383 cars we had in financial year 24, and now we have 1,350 cars on our balance sheet. So there is an increase of 967 cars in this financial year.
Okay, and does this include also?
This includes lease cars also.
How many cars do we have in Dubai?
Sorry, come again.
How many cars do we own in Dubai?
Approximately 400.
Dubai.
So out of this, some are leased out, and some are on cash down, and some are taken on a bank loan.
Okay. And how does this increase improve profitability, like in terms of margins and operational efficiency going forward?
Come again?
How will this help us to improve margins and operational efficiency and profitability?
So as far as these particular cars that we have purchased will give us a fixed revenue from some of the clients. And as far as Dubai is concerned, it is completely a B2C business where we are making a margin of around 10%, net margin of 10%. So this year we plan to add another 700 plus cars in Dubai. And similarly, I think based on requirement, we'll keep increasing the cars in India also, where we are sure of getting fixed revenues from the vehicles.
Okay. So in Dubai, we earn higher margins, or are the margins same?
It is a higher margin in Dubai compared to India. But then it is a very tricky situation, because if your cars are not utilized, then possibly the margins will not make sense. So the best thing is that you have to ensure that your utilization is more than 92% to ensure that you make around 10% net margin.
Okay, got it. And so what is the current number of drivers that we have currently on the company's payroll?
Maybe 100 plus, between 150 to 100 drivers.
Sorry, come again. I was not able to get the number.
100 to 150 drivers across India. Rest all are contracted.
Okay. And just one last question from my side. Can you provide the breakup of the revenue position by service along with the margin profiles like employee transportation, airport pickup and drop, etc.?
So those numbers were there in the presentation. Sameep, have you shared that? If you want, you can share it.
Sir, I have not shared it. Let me tell you the breakup of the revenue. So we have achieved the revenue of 548 CR in financial year 24-25. Out of that, airport business comprises of 5%, which is 25 CR. Or the CRD business comprises of 144 crores, that is 26% of the total revenue. Or Dubai business is 13 crores, which is 2% of the total revenue. Or ETS business, employee transportation business, comprises of 136.96 CR, that is 25% of the total revenue. Or fleet providers business, which is a new company we incorporated last year, comprises of 3% of total revenue, that is 15.49 CR. Or long-term revenue business, 59 CR, that is 11% of the total revenue. And the MSP business, 147 crores, that is 27% of the total revenue. And lease business is 6.83 CR, which is 1% of the total revenue. So this is the revenue breakup of the total 548 CR.
Okay, got it. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes to the line of Deepak Pandey with Shagun Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, please.
Hi, Ashwin. Congratulations on a good set of numbers. I think on a growth basis, you have far exceeded the growth posted by other two listed players. My first question actually pertains to the global vision of yours. So, what's the thinking behind the London operations now and the Dubai operations that you have done? And how successful do you think it can be, like 3 to 5 years out?
Sir, so let me give you a perspective. When I started business, everybody used to ask me, why have you expanded your wings in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai? Delhi mein kam business hai kya? But now I think you answered that question. So similarly, to be precise, we want to be the first Indian company to go global. There are various companies which are doing phenomenal business. Hertz, Europe Car, Avis, Enterprise, etc., etc. So why not an Indian company? Today, with the best of the tech available here, with the best of talent which is available here, I think it is just a matter of time that we can spread our wings and go beyond the boundaries. So that is the logic behind going global. And in next 3 to 5 years, I think we will have significant presence across the globe. That's what we intend to do. The only challenge is to get right kind of talent, because we are the first company to explore this. And but nevertheless, we'll keep exploring, keep doing new things. That's what brings fun into the business. That's what is more challenging, rather than just doing what others are doing.
Got it. And sir, I think you have also started operations in London. So can you throw some light on that also?
So if you visit our website, you can book a car in London using our Indian website. So just use wticabs.com and you'll get a car in London or in Dubai. So these are the two countries we have put in, and we'll be putting more countries and cities in next, let's say, 5 to 6 months. You'll have a significant presence. We'll have significant presence.
Got it. Sir, the next question is actually on the asset light versus asset heavy model. Now you have seen a lot of new owned vehicles in FY25. So what has led to this change in strategy, and how do you think it will help us maintain our return ratios at a higher level?
So ये जो मैंने assets खरीदे हैं, this is not for my normal business. Actually, what we have done is we are providing vehicles to Uber Black. So this is a strategic relationship with Uber to provide premium cars only for Uber. You must have seen high riders in Bangalore, Bombay, and Delhi. So we are providing more than 70% of this fleet is provided by WTA. Here, the revenue is almost fixed from Uber. And here, the car has to be owned by the company. Rest, my model remains same for my other verticals.
Got it. And is there some, time period that you'll have to, run the car this many hours in a day, or what sort of, agreement is that?
So yeah, there is a certain number of hours that you have to run the car. I think we are talking about 340 hours and 324 hours in a month, which the car has to be on the platform. And then it is bifurcated into days and etc., etc. So those are nitty-gritties which has to be followed.
Got it. And I don't think you'll be able to use that vehicle, into other operations.
We can, provided we have double drivers on these cars. So let's say if the car is being used in the night by Uber for 12 hours, then for 4 hours or 5 hours or 8 hours, if there is a separate driver, it can be used in CRD. But as of in other operations, but as of now, we are not doing that. But your suggestion is very valid. We are thinking on these lines, and we will be able to implement it maybe in piecemeal basis, or there will be a transitioning plan how it has to go.
Understood. So in terms of revenue also, can you just explain what percentage of revenue was from this Google?
ये 4% से भी कम था पिछले साल.
And what this year?
So this year it will be close to around 15 to 20%, and maybe less because the other revenues are also growing. So take it as somewhere between 12 to 15%.
Okay. And is that understanding correct that the margins will be higher in the premium segment of
Your understanding is right. That's the reason we are only going in premium segment.
Okay. Number of cars.
But there are a lot of operational challenges. There are a lot of investment which has to be done in this business because we'll have to create hubs. We have to create a hub and spoke model where the car has to come onto the hub to see the qualities. The quality of driver has to be different. The earning of the driver has to be different. So there are a lot of combination and algorithms which needs to be run around this business.
Mr. Pandey, we'll request you to join back in the queue. Next question comes on the line of Chirag Malik, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for giving me opportunity. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah, sir. I want to know that we have around 450 cars in Dubai. How much proportion these have own cars, sir? Our own car?
All the cars are owned by us because there the business is different, and we are doing only self-drive business as of now in Dubai. So all the cars are either owned by us or they are leased out from the leasing companies.
Okay. And sir, is our B2C business profitable at a bigger level?
Sir, वो B2C अभी बहुत ज़्यादा we have not really focused on it as of now because B2C is always business where you have to spend a lot of money in customer acquisition cost. But yes, we are working on it to figure out how it can be more profitable. We are taking very baby steps in it. We don't want to go full hog.
सर हमारा कितना 13-15% होगा सर B2C से ज़्यादा है?
नहीं सर, हमारा कुछ भी नहीं है अभी B2C. Actually ये खाली थोड़ा एयरपोर्ट का which is 5%, but that also is a walk-in business. I'll not call it B2C.
5%. दुबई वाला भी B2C है सर?
हाँ, वो B2C business है which is around 2%, 2 to 3%.
Okay. सर हमारा जो दुबई में आपने बोला यूटिलाइजेशन अभी प्रॉपर नहीं है, तो मैच्योर लेवल पे हम कितना मार्जिन आपने बोला 10% कर सकते हैं, पर ये किस साइज पे होगा सर? ये हमारा कितना रेवेन्यू होना चाहिए?
हमारा ऑपरेशन अभी मैच्योर हो गया है, सो वी आर एट 92% यूटिलाइजेशन, सो एंड we'll be able to make somewhere around 8 to 10% of the net margins there, provided utilization ठीक चलता रहे in the future also, because दुबई के अंदर ये जो टाइम है from May till September is a very lean season. So people really go.
What is our price per car in Dubai and in India?
ये दोनों इंडिया में हम लोग अभी सेल्फ ड्राइव नहीं करते हैं, हम लोग खाली सेल्फ ड्राइव दुबई में ही
हमारा जो भी ओन कार है सर, उसमें पर कार का कितना, किस रेंज की कार है हमारे पास, एवरेज प्राइस, और दुबई में क्या है?
दुबई में अगर मैं इंडियन टर्म्स में बोलूँ तो जो रेंज है वो इंडियन रुपीज में 10 लाख से और 25 लाख तक की कार है.
अच्छा, और इंडिया में सर?
इंडिया में भी प्राइमरली रेंज तो यही है, बिटवीन 8 लाख टिल 25 लाख, 25-30 लाख.
अच्छा, ठीक है सर, थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Manish, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Sir, I have 3 questions. One is, how much has been your capex in Dubai and London? So Dubai, I guess the operation started earlier. So are you still investing in Dubai, or are you done with your investments there, and London also? Second is, third is, you talked sometime back about increasing margins this year, right? But because of your foray in London, will the margins not be impacted this year as well?
So, you're done with three questions, right? The first one is
Yep.
about Dubai. So Dubai, if you want to increase the business, because the business is not about saying that, okay, I've reached a point where I don't want to increase. So that's not the right philosophy that we want to adopt. We want to be in the entire UAE. There are 7 countries in UAE. Then we want to be in Middle East, because the story, the big story actually is happening in Saudi. So step by step, in a year's time, if we are profitable in Dubai, we will take that experience to different cities and see how the gestation period can come down. So as far as Dubai is concerned, we might have made somewhere around 15 to 20 crores of investment till now.
Specifically 18 crores, sir. 18
crores.
crores. Yeah.
And as far as London is concerned, we will be taking very calculated steps. So we are not buying the fleet as of now in London. We are testing the market through our partners in London, and once we are sure, then we'll start investing. Similarly, we'll go for other cities as well. As far as going to some other countries, I think we'll be very careful in terms of when to invest, how to invest, and what kind of returns we will get there.
And how about your margins, sir? Because you said your margins will not have any impact on margins because the fleet is not owned by you.
In between, your voice is cracking, so I was not able to...
Yeah, I'll repeat my question again. So, your London foray will not have any impact on margins because the fleet is not owned by you. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct, but there'll be some expenses which will be happening on the marketing front. But nevertheless, that will be not a sizable expense, which will... so that expense is directly proportional to the business that we will get. We will have a representative and a small office, so that also we are working out, and I think that will not really cost us much, and that will be compensated by the business that will generate from India and from some other countries as well.
Yeah, sure. Sir, if I can squeeze in a couple of more questions.
Sure. Hello.
Mr. Manish,
so what is the subsidiary in Indonesia that you have? PTI, WTI Trading and Mining Ventures?
वो कुछ भी नहीं है सर, वो बहुत पहले हम लोग, I think we have already closed it. The process is on. This was started some 5-6 years back, and then we faced Corona, so it never took off.
Okay. All right. I'll join back the queue. I'll raise my questions subsequently. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, please restrict yourself to 2 questions. Next question comes from the line of Sahil Raj with Samdariya Capital Ventures. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, please.
Sir, one request, small request. Are we planning to release quarterly updates going forward in FY26?
You want
Hello?
quarterly updates? Sorry, you want quarterly updates on the...
I'm asking that as a request, a small request, if that is possible, or maybe if the management has thought in that way.
These are going as per the mandate, but we will deliberate this internally and revert to you on this.
Because in FY25, when our results came in the H1, in the time we did our Concall in June, after that the margins dropped in H1, and after that we never heard from the management. Given that we have just gotten along with an IRA agency, so it's better to release some updates going forward. Just a possibility if that's possible.
Yeah, we will. That's what I'm saying. So, again, I think we are coming back to the same point. If you actually look at the top line and the numbers will consolidate and give you better margins. So, I'll request that whenever you're growing and whenever you want to take a leap, so there is some amount of fuel which has to be spent. And this is not something new. We all are intelligent people. We understand this. So a growth of 150 crores in 1 year is not a small growth. अगर मैं एक्विजिशन के लिए जाता 150 करोड़ की कंपनी के लिए तो सोचिए कितना पैसा देना पड़ता. So we are going organic way. We are not taking any decisions which are not in favor of the organization. We are taking decisions to take the organization to the next level. And when you are doing this, there might be, some fuel which has to burn. This is a natural phenomenon. But finally, we have to reach our goal, which is, of course, both the top line and the bottom line.
Okay. One another question, sir. Are we looking to capitalize on the Blue Smart opportunity?
No, sir, I'm B2C space. We are not in B2C space. So, I think we will not really be able to do that. Otherwise, we'll be burning a lot because there are many players who are trying to, capitalize on that. Maybe Uber, Ola, Rapido, InDrive, etc., etc., etc. They are launching new services. So their pockets, their appetite to lose money is huge. I think we should look at the markets which are where you don't have much of choppy waters. That's what we are working on, and you'll see some better numbers.
Okay, sir. And in line of this same question, the Dubai operations you have said are lean in May to September. So in H2, can we see some good traction over there?
No, we are already getting good traction. Even today, we have a utilization of around 85 to 90%, which is good as per Dubai standards, because people normally do not travel during this heat. But then I think we are more on a long-term rental type of systems in Dubai. And of course, growth is the only way that we should look at as far as business is concerned.
All right. Those are my questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Nilesh Doshi with Prospero Tree Asset Management LLP. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Thank you, Nilesh.
Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity once again. Sir, अपना business model B2B है और इसके लिए हम continuously fleet increase कर रहे हैं. So we are becoming the asset heavy business. और asset heavy business में asset utilization is very important to improve the profitability. So what step we are taking? और मैं business का नहीं हूँ, as an investor, I understand that the number of trip per day can be measured as a asset utilization ratio, something like that. तो क्या हम पर डे कितनी ट्रिप जनरेट करते हैं और क्या अपना टारगेट है टू अचीव दैट एसेट यूटिलाइजेशन?
सर देखिए, मैं पहले भी बोला था व्हेन समबडी आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन कि ये जो गाड़ियां खरीदी ये किसके लिए खरीदी है. सो फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट इज दीज कार्स आर नॉट परचेज्ड फॉर माय नॉर्मल बिजनेस. सो लेट्स गेट दैट फैक्ट राइट. जो नॉर्मल बिजनेस है वो जैसे चल रहा था वैसे ही चल रहा है. द कार्स दैट वी हैव परचेज्ड इज फॉर Uber Black, where these cars will be utilized by Uber for their trips, and these are premium vehicles. So utilization will come from there. We will have to ensure the operations has to be right.
So उसका I understand that irrespective of the asset utilization, Uber Black will provide some fixed return to the WTI. Is that understanding correct, sir? So
you are right. If in a month I am able to put the cars on the road for 320 hours, I get the fixed return from Uber.
Okay, sir. और एक दूसरा मुझे नहीं समझा. तो see, we are owning around 1300 plus car, but our driver strength is only 150. So that ratio is not matched. So how the मतलब 150 ड्राइवर और 1300 ऑन कार, तो उसका मतलब हमने क्या दूसरी कार लीज पे दूसरे ड्राइवर्स को दी है, and that revenue is recognized as a lease income or our operational income? How it is accounted, sir?
पहली बात तो ये है कि जो 400 गाड़ियां जो दुबई में वो सारी सेल ड्राइव पे जाती है. ओके.
Yes, sir. Correct.
जो सारी ठीक है, जो सारी हमने उबर को दी है वो गाड़ियां उबर को दे देते हैं. वो ड्राइवर हमारे रोल्स पे नहीं होते हैं. वो ड्राइवर एज अ फ्रीलांसर चलाते हैं. सो वो हमारे रोल्स पे नहीं होते हैं. सो 400 प्लस अनदर 600 आपकी 1100-1200 कारें हो गई. जो हमारे पास में फिक्स्ड में जहाँ पे भी कोई कॉर्पोरेट के साथ में फिक्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है उस पे ही खाली हमारे ड्राइवर है. तो 100-125 जो कारें हैं उसके ऊपर है. बाकी सारी की सारी हमारी एग्रीगेटेड फ्लीट है.
Okay, sir. Or anything you can share on the revenue guidelines for FY26 or FY27?
सर मैंने आपको बताया कि वी हैव बीन ग्रोइंग एट अ पेस ऑफ अराउंड 35% CAGR. वी विश टू मेंटेन सेम और मे बी विल बी हैप्पी टू सर्व टू गिव यू अ प्लेजेंट सरप्राइज. सो लेट्स होप, प्रे एंड वर्क फॉर द बेस्ट.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All the best, sir, for the next year.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Due to time constraints, we'll take the last question from the line of Deepak Pandey with Shagun Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for the opportunity. Sir, in the last 1 year, what change in the business are you seeing in terms of clients added? Any new trends that you are seeing, competition or pricing? If you can throw some light on that.
क्लाइंट तो ऐड किए ना. अगर हमने if we have increased the revenue from 400 to 550, so there is certainly a lot of addition of clients which has happened. So I think it is natural, and we have good pipeline also in the coming year, and already we are on a good run rate as of now.
Got it. And sir, one of your peers actually mentioned about some competition pressure. So is that something that you are also seeing?
Competition pressure? सर
Yes.
कोई बिजनेस ऐसा नहीं है. मतलब बहुत कम बिजनेस है जो मोनोपोली में हो रहे हो और मैं उस बिजनेस में हूँ नहीं. सो competition of course there is there, but every time we have to find out some ways and means of being better. हमारी एक ही खासियत है कि we never say no to any customer. We work around whatever that we need to ensure that we provide them the service, and that trickles down into from me till down the line to the driver also. तो पूरे सिस्टम में ये है कि I am the that means I am WTI. From my level till the drivers, they can take a decision and they have to ensure the customer service has to be provided. That's the whole motto, and if the customer is happy, rest all will follow.
Got it. And so the last question from my side is
opening statement I made that last year we did around 55 million trips. So that's a volume that we are talking about, and since we have now the process and the know-how, this has to become 100, 200 million, and the numbers has to just increase.
Got it. Sir, last question that I was asking previously was, you have given 300 odd cars to Uber Black for FY25?
ज्यादा दिए सर. हमने अभी तक दिए हैं करीब 500 और हमारी 300 गाड़ियां और 400 गाड़ियां और हैं जो we have already purchased and which will be deployed in next 45 days time.
Okay, and these cars जो आपने परचेज करी हैं ये बैलेंस शीट में आ गया सर ऑलरेडी भी?
हाँ जी, ऑलमोस्ट.
ठीक है.
दीपक जी, सारी गाड़ियां बैलेंस शीट में है, लीज कार्स भी बैलेंस शीट में है और दूसरी गाड़ियां भी जो हमारी टोटल 1350 कार्स हैं वो सब बैलेंस शीट में है.
Perfect, Samit ji. Thank you so much, and good luck for the future.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for joining the call and having the patience to listen to all of us. My only submission at the end of the call is that your company is in safe hands, and we will try and give you some of the best results. We want to go global. It is not because market is not in India. It is because that we want to be the global company in mobility space. Indian global company, first Indian global company to be in the mobility space across. So thank you very much.
Thank you. On behalf of Wise Travel India Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.